Welcome to Coffee and Whiskey with Ivy. Today I have my warrior's hat on and I'll get to why I have this hat on. And the deco today is pandan. Invigorating, lovely, keeps cockroaches away. Singapore top in Asia in readying youth for the future. As far as I'm concerned, they're getting them ready to be drones and to cater to an old world order. This is good. Kids are being given a games HQ after school because it makes sense that they have somewhere safe near their school to carry on the rest of their day instead of going home to a lonely house or going to Orchard Road and hanging out there. But instead of just doing indoor activities and getting them used to air conditioning, we should get them out into the open. So they should be playing basketball, football, netball, they should have a pool to swim, they should have a little garden to learn gardening. So this is the right track. Now, for the warrior part. This article about a mother punishing her son for buying this small knife is to me a pity because she lost a good teaching moment. She should have asked the boy why he bought the knife. We, when we were young, were all trained to use knives. In my city handbag, I also carry a whistle. I carry a bottle of medicated oil in case a mosquito bites you or somebody faints. I carry a torchlight and I carry a beautiful Swiss knife. We are all trained to be warriors. So train your children to be a warrior, or in Chinese, a changshi, in Malay, a pahlawan. Don't train them to be a terrorist, a kung fu fencer, or a pengganas. Teach them the art of defense and protection. Don't scold them. Ask them and teach them. I'm always puzzled about why our clever Prime Minister keep harping about multiracialism and race and language and religion and all this. It's only you people who keep harping on it to separate people, to control them. You know, Kishore Mahbubani said in an article that nobody goes to the museum to look at Malay culture because we couldn't give a damn about Malay culture, we couldn't give a damn about Indian culture, we couldn't give a damn about Chinese culture because we know we are Singaporeans. We want to know the true history of Singapore. That's all. We just need good and honest values. We don't need to have all this multiracialism, multiculturalism, multi-religionism. I can't even pronounce that word. I was brought up to respect and love my neighbors. I was brought up to love my country. I was brought up to love the people who care for me and to look after the people around me. Whether they were Malays, Chinese or Indians or Eurasian or polka dot or striped, we didn't care. I need a whiskey at this shot. We really seriously need to stop dividing our country by harping on this issue about race and language and religion. Forget it. We are a people already. Only you politicians do not know it. Mr. Ong Ye Kung, mindsets must shift to close gender pay gap. Very good for trying to look after the women. But I think the most important thing is to look after the breadwinners of families, who are usually men. And when 70% of Singaporeans earn less than $2,000, I think we have a big problem in this country. Let's establish a simple minimum wage. And I make you a suggestion. $100 a day. So every Singaporean should start being paid $3,000 a month. If the employer cannot afford it, the government should help shore it up so that he takes home a decent wage and is able to look after his family. There are 50,600 children who saw their parents file for divorce. Let's get down to the basic. Why is there such a high divorce rate? I believe that 99% of divorces are caused by money. Either too much money or too little money. And actually, the too little money is the biggest problem. So we should help families by giving children free education, free medical, and all the things that kids need to keep themselves alive below 18 years old. We help them all the way. I cannot believe that all these great engineers and professors and so forth spend 2 days having a meeting to come up with a solution that SMRT must get more engineers. I mean, SMRT is a train company, right? We have to get engineers, right? We can't go to Geylang and employ people from there, right? So give me a break. I've said this before. Just get German engineers, Japanese engineers who will cost a bomb, but they will find a solution. You know, I love to read the newspapers because it gives me so much satisfaction to read interesting things, stupid things, and hilarious things, all of which I will share with you today. Supermarkets in talks to charge for plastic bags. You know, I don't know why they make such a big issue about plastic bags and climate change and biodegradable and not. Just get all the supermarkets and everybody who uses plastic bags in Singapore to use biodegradable bags. Ban polystyrene, ban plastic bags which are not biodegradable. Simple. Tackle it at source. And this takes the cake. Of course, this man is charged for releasing some deadly stingrays in the reservoir. First of all, why did AVA allow these pests to be sold in Singapore? They are dangerous, they can deliver venomous stings, they can cause extreme pain and even death. So, once again, why don't we stop it at the source? You can grow erotic plants, you can grow exotic plants and animals, etc. But if they are dangerous and can kill, why allow it to be grown in Singapore and brought into Singapore? So, stop it at the source. Young doctors urged to veer away from specializing. I think this is very, very important. A general practitioner saved my husband's life, but that will be a story for another day. This youth mentor who sexually abused teen gets 28 months jail. You know the problem? We should just cane them where it hurts, and it is not their backsides. Make them feel pain so that they will never do it again. I did a survey and asked people to look at this page of the Ang Mo Kio interchange then and now. I asked younger people, older people, and I noticed the older people saw what I saw, and which is not the modern station, etc. But the fact that in 1980, people were queuing up. We were disciplined in those days. We were a good country in those days. We had civilized people in those days. So what's happened now? I'll leave you with this thought. Evil continues because people forget. People have short memories. So let's not have short memories. Let's make sure we eradicate any form of evil. Let's get rid of liars, hypocrites, cheats, and con artists. 3 cheers to goodness. Thank you for watching my show. Get some nice pandan from Crunchy and put it all over your house, under your pillows, etc. Please send in your comments because I love to read them and it motivates me to do more and more of the right thing.